What's up, Burke fam? I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a spoiler-free review of Power Rangers Drakkon New Dawn number 3. Let's go. Alright guys, every single week that a Power Rangers comic book comes out, I'm going to be giving you a spoiler-free review, and this time we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Drakkon New Dawn number 3. Alright guys, if you haven't already been reading Power Rangers Drakkon New Dawn number 3, I'm going to go ahead and go over some things we already know going into this issue. We know that the Ranger Slayer has taken over as Drakkon. Before the first issue, that happened in the Ranger Slayer one-shot written by Ryan Parrott. Now this whole series has been written by Anthony Birch with art by Simone Ragazzone. Jason, the original Red Ranger, is the person in the suit. We found out there was a person in the suit in issue 1, and in issue 2, it was revealed it was Jason. Adam Park has died, and what's really interesting about that is that it was Scorpina's love interest in this story, which is kind of interesting and kind of weird, honestly. And Eclipta has landed on Earth and is ready to take over and win Earth for Dark Spectre. And we also know going into this issue, we're going to get a first appearance of a new team, the Shattered, which was featured on Simple Man's Comics and the 616 Comics exclusive cover by Steve Morris. I'm excited about it, and we're going to talk about it, what happens here in this issue, Drakkon New Dawn number 3. Before we review this book, I do have to say one single complaint that I have. Despite the series being really, really good, it is called Drakkon New Dawn, and a lot of people, a lot of Power Ranger fans, including me, were really, really hoping it would involve Drakkon more. We've seen him, sparingly in flashbacks and all of that, and we've seen him on a lot of covers for issue 1. Obviously, everyone thought it was going to be about Drakkon, but it's really been more about the Ranger Slayer and the coinless universe, the Drakkon universe, as you could say. So I really do wish that he was more involved in this story, but he's been kind of doing some things over in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line, and we're going to see him coming up more in the relaunch of Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers coming up. But my biggest complaint so far is we have really yet to see Drakkon in this story. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into my non-spoiler review of this book. We're going to go ahead and talk about art first. The art is by Simone Ragazzone. I will say I have not been a big fan of his artwork overall. He does okay if he's drawing Power Rangers and battles and all of that, but when he has to draw faces and really kind of bodies too, I don't really think that's a strong suit. I've really not enjoyed the way that he's drawn, especially female faces. I know it's tough, but I really have not really enjoyed his artwork in this issue. It hasn't really been up to my standard. I really hope that it was better in this issue, but it's just been more of the same thing from Power Rangers Drakkon New Dawn number 1, 2, and 3. The colors are still kind of dull in this issue, which I'm assuming they're going off of it being kind of like an apocalyptic timeline, an alternate universe. It's non-canon. It isn't that Drakkon universe, but I want it to be more colorful. This is the Power Rangers. Now, I know it's like an alternate timeline, but I want it to be more colorful. I want the art and colors to be better. Now, I will say that the writing in this issue and overall has been spectacular. Anthony Birch took a really good idea and has executed it to perfection. Issue 1 and 2 were absolutely amazing. Honestly, mind-boggling, so good. I will say it kind of feels like Game of Thrones, where it's like the first however many seasons are amazing and building up to this final issue, this final act. It was kind of a letdown in this book. I really expected more. I wanted it to be more. I don't know how you guys are going to think when you read it. I hope that you guys like it more than I did. I was not a big fan of the ending. Now, it does come together. We do get a true, legit first appearance of, the Shattered. But overall, I didn't really like the finish to this book. I wish I did more, especially following the second book, the way that ended. I had high expectations for this book. And honestly, of the 4 books, Power Rangers 55, Mighty Morphin number 1, and then Power Rangers number 1, this is definitely the weakest of the 4, and is probably one of the books I was looking forward to the most, honestly. But it wasn't really up to what my standards would be, what I wanted to happen. It did not really happen, but I will say that the final page, the reveal on that final page is shocking and kind of exciting, and it does leave the door open for a second miniseries. And I really, really hope that we get that with Anthony Birch, because I do really enjoy his writing. The first 2 issues have really been good, but the ending just wasn't what I wanted it. Let me know in the comments when you guys do read this on Wednesday, October 20th, what you guys think. Are you guys excited about it? What are your thoughts? All of that. Now, some overall thoughts on the whole miniseries. I will say that I think a lot of the alternate timeline, non-canon, kind of DC Black Label books are what's exciting for comic book fans, because you do get to see what you wouldn't normally see in the main line. I would like to see more of that going forward. I want to see like a Dark Green Ranger story. I want some more Ranger Slayer. I want some more just alternate timeline stuff, some interesting different things that you're not going to see in the regular Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin series. And that's what's been really exciting for me. I wanted this to be so good, and I really wanted it to be more about Drakkon. I've said that before. Ranger Slayer is an awesome character created by Ryan Parrott, but I wanted more in this book, and I really hope we get more alternate timeline stuff going forward. Coming back to the art, we have seen amazing covers for every single book. Every single one. We had that Chris Clark variant for issue 1. We had the Simple Man's Comics 616 Comics exclusive variant. We saw some awesome variants by Joel's Art Collectibles. All sorts of sick covers for Drakkon New Dawn. Now, there's been less and less as we go forward, but the exterior art, the covers, Gani Montez is another one we've seen, but the helmet covers, they've been amazing. Yoon did some really awesome covers for the main covers as well. And I've enjoyed the cover art. I just wish for the next time that we see it, if we get a second miniseries, that we get a better interior artist. Nothing to take away against the artist, but I hope that we get something a little bit better than what we've seen. I don't really know what to say other than I just really did not like the art. The cover art has been amazing. All right, guys, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of this non-spoiler review of Drakkon New Dawn number 3. Are you excited about it? And let me know when you do read it what your thoughts are on it. Again, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.